Are you excited for the new Spider-Man movie coming up and want to give the Web Warrior a shot? Are you getting crushed by Spider-Man and Dimension Duel and want to see how they're doing it, how you can do it yourself? If so, this video is going to be for you. Let's get into it. Alright, jumping straight into it, we're going to look over at abilities. And I want to start off by saying there's two main playstyles with Spider-Man in this game for Dimension Duel. And that is to either fully commit to the brawler status, where you're in there actually fighting them, or there's the bob and weave style, where you toss a couple abilities, run away, wait for those abilities to come back, use them again. So depending on your playstyle, I'll go over both real quick. So first, we're going to go over the brawler style, which is the one that I prefer. We start off with tumble kick. You jump forward, kick them, throw the webs. This is spider combat, which is going to be important. We have all three spider combat abilities on this sheet. And it also shoots out the webs, so if they do the dodge, to dodge the kick, there's a good chance one or two of the last webs will hit. Next we have gyro, which you throw it out, throws it back. The cooldown is super short, 9 seconds. Medium guard break, and the animation's really quick. You throw it out, it comes back. It also there's two different status effect checks that happen here. When you throw it, there's a web check. As you see in the video, they have a chance to become webbed once you have enough stacks, and then also a pull check to see if you pull them towards you. So you have several things kind of messing with your opponent. Next, we have the first version of this skill. The fourth version does more flat damage, but this one, as long as they all hit the same target, does more damage than the other, as well as it has way less cooldown. If we take a look, 23 seconds versus 10, right? So I'd rather use the 10-second cooldown over and over. Next, we're going to get into a skill that is starting to see a lot more play in the higher tiers right now, and that's cross counter. So people really wanted a way to put this third spider combat ability on the bar. So we're playing around with cross counter with its high guard break and its set it and forget it mentality. So what happens is you click the ability, it targets where your opponent is when you click the skill, and it goes back and forth in that spot. You don't have to keep fighting. You can kind of zone your opponent in some aspects, put the cross counter over here, fight them over here, so if they try to run away from you, they have to go through the cross counter. So you can kind of work with that. And this one is kind of a toss-up right here. I prefer the endless swing, where you do the 2 slashes. There's always the option to use the other version right here, which is only a second and a half more. But I prefer the higher guard break versus the following webs. If we go into the second loadout of the running away style, it'll be like this. Alright, so if we look at the running away playstyle, we have the first ability right here, which is the kick and chance of web. Then we go straight into an ability we didn't have on the first run, which is the grenade, has high guard break, and we also did not choose the other one that people like, the AoE, because that's low guard break. It's a little bit more damage, but we're not here for damage. We're here for that 0.7 second less cooldown and high guard break. When you guard break, you're trying to web. When you web, you're trying to guard break. You just want to keep juggling your opponent. Great thing about web is when they use escape skill with the 2 dodges on web, they still have the web stack, so you just web them again. Then we have the a different web swing. We go for the fourth version, not because of the damage, but because of the chance for web. Next we use the cross counter. As I said before, you're just sectioning off an area. It has high guard break, which is what you're trying to do. You can set it and forget it, so you can put the cross counter down here. They're going to try to go somewhere else, but if they're going away, that works for you. If they're trying to go past the cross counter, you hang out around the cross counter because you're the dodgy build, you're the escape artist build. And then if they run away and reset from the cross counter, you have spider bots. We actually don't use the shock bots. We use the second one right here, the spider bot runner. And that's because these apply webs. We want to be that's the one. Sorry, the one that we have right here is the one we want. The spider bot shooter applies the web stacks. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to web. We're not trying to shock, which is what the animation looked like to me. I apologize. But yeah, the cooldowns are tight. You just run away. You have all 3 spider combat abilities on the sheet as well, just different versions, more specifically for the web. So it's up to you how you want to go about that. So next we're going to jump into the specializations, which is the next thing that really matters. So there's a couple that are guaranteed that you're going to want. First one is Scorpion's Pursuit right here. Once it's maxed out, you get 30% of the dodge gauge, not a dodge bar, not a single dodge, but the entire dodge bar. 33%, 33%, 33%. So if you get back 36%, you get back more than a full dodge. And if you use the web swing, it takes you off the board, which gives you about 40 to 45% back in total because of the time you're off the map. Next, this one's kind of guaranteed. Electro's Agility, you turn 4% of your dodge rate into damage. You're going to want max dodge rate, which couples with this top right one over here. You get more dodge rate, so everyone's max is 75. You max at 90%. And with this bottom left one, you turn that into damage. Now, it is worded kind of weird because it says convert. A lot of people, when you read the word convert, sounds like you lose dodge to get damage. But this is just gives you the flat damage, just much like the Captain America says converts defense into damage. He does not lose defense, but he gains the damage. For your fourth one, it's kind of up in the air. A lot of people I prefer the Green Goblin Madness right here. Just for flat damage, but if you're going the runaway route, you're not really going to want this, and you're going to think about over here, 35% chance of an extra web stack whenever you use a web ability, and when all 4 of your 5 skills, not the cross counter, apply web, 35% chance to just get them is kind of great. That's only if you use that one ability. The only other thing that is possible is right here. You don't die when you would have died. This has a 10-minute cooldown. Something to keep mind of is if you win a match and then you lose a match, you have to. So if you win a match while using this, it's on cooldown. Then on your second match, it's not up. But if you lose that match, this resets, and on your third match, it will be back up, and you don't have to wait the full 10 minutes, just however long it takes you to lose the second match. Now, talking about Omega cards, I did not swap over all my Omega cards to show off the right sets. But if we go over here to card sets, you definitely want at least a 2 set of set 8 right here. You're going to primarily want either, let's see, one of the 2 attack cards, Ares 1 or Hail Hydra 1, and the second one is Defense Pierce, which is super important, not specifically on Spider-Man, but for everybody. Defense Pierce is great, get it where you can. A lot of people talk about this set right here, with Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange, cooldown and PvP stuff. I mean, those are good. If you can get them, you can get them. You obviously have Spider-Man card and Spider-Man and Black Widow. Obviously, get them if you can. If you can't get all the specials, you have the 2 set that I just went over. You also have the option of down here, the new Dark Domain set 2. You definitely can get this accuracy card to combat other Spider-Men or other people trying to do the dodge build. And then you can go into set 6 for the 2-piece for the Vote Loki and Thor card, so you can get some extra crit damage. But if you're doing the Runaway build, you might want to get some cooldown and things like that going on, such as set 2, right here, the Supervillain Team Up, or the Doctor Strange card. Now the last thing to look at is your companion. You can, if you're trying to fully fight people, you can do the 2 kind of guard breaky style ones, which are Gilgamesh and War Machine. If you just think you can stat check them with damage, Icarus can be an option. But I think in most situations, you're going to want Ultron that can just keep you alive. You, as soon as the match starts, you click Ultron. He goes on cooldown. He has a 34-second cooldown. You have a minute and a half for the match. 34, 34. You can get 3 clicks of Ultron in a match, which can really make the difference. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think I missed anything or if you have something to add to the build. Next, I'll be doing Spider-Man and Omega War, and then let me know what you want to see after that. Till next time, guys.